Hey, I just realized that I haven't actually explained something recently. Well, I haven't explained a few things, actually. I have not explained, my return, the camera, and the change of scenery. At least, kind of the change of scenery, not much, but, you know. Basically, I have moved back to my old room, hence the curtains and the different placement of certain things, and the, record player. I've had to, rearrange stuff because my room is, a little bit small, so I have to just kind of shove things in different places. But oh well, there you have it. And also, I want to be able to play this thing, use it. But anywho, there is that. I've been allowed this phone. It's not really useful in terms of, because I don't have any sort of data plan for this specifically. But I do really like it for, filming stuff, because the definition is really good, at least compared to that old digital camera that I have. It's a good backup in cases like before, but I really do prefer this because at least you can pause the video and sort of cut and snip and that sort of thing. And I am going to very awkwardly segue into a review of an actual figure this time. How about that? Got all that weird stuff that I filmed in those other times, but now an actual figure. Also, you'll notice the lighting is a little bit better. That is because I have a good old lamp behind me, sort of, onto the side of me. It's small, but it is serviceable. So now, I will be reviewing this is a KO of Cycolanus. The KO of Cycolanus is what I mean. Cycolanus, the reason why I'm saying this the wrong way, is because this is what Mech Fans Toys calls their sort of rendition of Cyclonus. So this mold is Cycolanus. And this is a knockoff of that mold, which I think Mech Fans Toys' mold was an upscale itself of, was it DX9's Hurricane? I don't remember entirely, but oh well. So here we have, I'm just going to call him Cycolanus. And he looks quite good. These colors are a little bit strange. Not going to lie, I don't really think Cyclonus would be a bright, hot red. It does look quite nice, though. A nice, cherry red. And not much detailing, but it's kind of like G1 cartoon-esque, which I do like. And I don't really need that much. Just discernible things, little bits here and there, little thrusters. Bits that definitely are not the knees, wings, and you can kind of tell how this works out, mostly because of the hands and the head just kind of hanging out there. But it's not, I've seen worse at least. It's not the worst. Oh, by the way, something here, if you notice, there is, see that white? That is stress, unfortunately, right here. And the wing came sort of bent on that bit of stress, or on that line. It sort of came bent this way. And it was pretty close to breaking. Not gonna lie, I was really scared when I had to bend it back into place. So I guess just be careful with that. Just something on my specific copy. Because Ugly Wretch has actually reviewed this figure before. And he has provided me with this figure, by the way, so check him out. He's a good dude. But yeah, he reviewed this figure, and I don't think it came with that issue. There is also, one more extra little bit that I'll talk about, but that'll be for robot mode. So for now, he is quite good, though. He's very solid plastic, actually. Kind of like, the other KOs that he's actually gotten me. This one, and, the Last Night Megatron KO. It's excellent plastic. This is quite good as well. Not from the same company, I don't think. They came in separate packages and things. But still quite comparable to official stuff. Now, one thing I would have to say about the design, not about this knockoff, not berating the knockoff, but the design in general for Hurricane or Cycolanus or whatever, it's a little bit blocky. It doesn't segue very nicely. It's not, it's sort of, smooth, bullet-like, and then brick. Just brick. You know, it's a little bit weird. I would have preferred the wings, perhaps maybe to have folded... no, because then that would be too weird. I would have maybe had the wings go up here. That way, if you're going to segue into the brick, at least don't have that sort of gap there. At least just fold them up and just have that whole thing be more uniform. I think that's maybe my only gripe. The wings are also maybe a little bit small, but that's, I don't know, that's just a little tidbit. So, yeah, just gonna look at the weapons here. Now this one, I don't know, it's weird because it mostly, what I like this for is to provide support and to look like a cool, like, battleship gun, but this doesn't, like, this looks more like the top of a tank turret. You know what I mean? I don't quite like it. Oh, and by the way, I really do like this gunmetal gray-esque plastic. It's very nice. Got a bit of swirling, so I don't know, I have a bit of a, like, gold plastic syndrome kind of a paranoia. I don't think this will be it, though. And this is quite nice, though. The plastic coloring, I mean, this is, I don't know if this is a good handheld weapon. A pretty good, you know, spaceship weapon, or jet weapon, but not very good as a handheld. Now, this is the regular handheld weapon, and it looks pretty good. It's got, like, a scope. It's kind of like a rifle thing. It's really good as a handheld weapon, but I don't think... I mean, yeah, that actually kind of works, too. Yeah, this is just the black sheep. Oh well. Oh well. 6 minutes in, and I'm already just gonna do comparisons. Anyway, here is Power Glide. This the upscaled Power Glide anyway. And yes, I have actually figured out. I believe Ugly Wretch suggested to me in a comment once to I think it was to try and transform him with the guns attached this way. Cause see the hands. It's like if he were holding, like, knives or something like that. But this looks quite good, actually. Doesn't mean it... I mean, I'm sure I can just fix it. Maybe have the guns turned a different way. But the hollow bits are up here. Oh, no. They're down there as well. Oh, well. It's fine. It looks good, though. At least this is a good way to store them. And, you know, he looks pretty good. So there is that. And for something a bit more modern, here is Combiner Wars Shockwave. So he's really not a deluxe or warrior class or whatever you want to call it. Not really. He's kind of to scale with a legend, you know, just as a big dude compared to legends anyway, like a strong, imposing, I guess second in command is what he is. And oddly enough, compared to the oh my god, I forgot his name. I cannot believe it. Galvatron. Wow. Galvatron. I'm not a good fan. Not a real fan. Sorry. Boo, boo, boo. Anyway. Compared to Galvatron, he is actually a fair bit taller, so I don't know about the scale there, but it's okay. So yeah, I mean, Shockwave is still kind of dinky. You know, I'd rather have him be bigger. But as a gun, he's pretty good. So, yeah, I may as well just transform him. There's nothing much. Oh, by the way, I did recently find a Prime Master Bludgeon. So, there's that. I don't want to review him alone, though. I'm going to have to find the others in that wave. But oh well. Now, as you may or may not be able to tell, the transformation is pretty simple. So, what should we start with first? Well, let's just unplug the arms. From the sides, there is a slot and a pretty big tab on the side there. So, just unplug those. And may as well just fold out the hands. And the arms are almost done. Let's just fold these up. So there are a couple of different hinges, actually. There's one and there's two. So you fold this up. And then once that's folded up, fold this up as well. And, yeah, looks pretty good. I believe Ugly Rich also had a alternative way of transforming these things. don't remember what it was, though. He thought it looked better, but I'm just doing it the way that the official pictures show him as. So yeah, there's that. Now the cockpit, not now. It's been a little while since I've transformed them. Let's just do the legs. How about that? So these don't plug in like solid, like a tight connection, but I mean, it does the job. So it's pretty good. So go, unfold, and there is a tab there on the back, and then there is a little slot. Use the little square right here. Use that little one. That will tab into there. So yeah, you unfold these, and if you want to, you can sort of fold up this knee guard a bit, but I mean, the transformation kind of does it for you, so you don't really need to. Fold up foot, and this one plugs in a little bit tighter. There you go. Do foot. There we go. We're almost done here. Fold the cockpit section there, or the nose cone section. I kind of wish maybe that there would be a double hinge just to make it a little bit more flush, just because having that hang out and stick out, it's a little unnatural looking. I say unnatural for a race of alien robots, but you know what I mean. It's not as uniform. It just kind of sticks out. And now this is the only other issue that I've had. Now in the like 4 or 5 times that I've tried reviewing this figure, oddly enough, this issue has started to resolve itself. And what I mean by that is this bit that sort of slides up. It was incredibly tight the first couple times I tried reviewing this, and slowly it has loosened. But now to the point where it doesn't quite lock in. Who knows? Gravity may... There we go. It did it by itself. Oh well, turn around the head. And we're done. And, yeah, there's nothing much that carries... Or there's nothing much that's new here. I mean, other than, I suppose, the chest bits. But he does look quite nice. He looks very solid and, you know, pretty hench. Pretty beefy. He looks quite good. A good Cyclanus. So, let me just bring this up a tad bit. Let's look at that mug. Yeah, it's pretty nicely painted, actually. I don't really get any sort of smudges. I mean, maybe the silver went a little over compared to this eye anyway, but I mean, that's fine. I don't really notice that. He's quite good. The nose is nice and sharp, kind of long as well. Oh, did not focus well. Now I kind of want to focus in just on this little grimace that he's got here. He's got like a weird Ninja Turtles grimace. Either that or like a really big, gross Grinch smile. Like, you know what I mean? It kind of looks like he's got a like and then a line and then again. Because like here's a Raphael for comparison. These are not his original weapons. I took them from another Raphael. But you know what I mean? Like and then a line and then kind of similar. Just saying. You won't focus? No? There you go. See? I don't know. If you had him in person, I think you'd be able to tell a little more easily. But oh well, there he is. Well, I'm not wrapping up just yet. I'm just gonna get a couple more comparisons in the way. But first, the guns. So as I said, this looks more like a tank turret than anything. This one looks pretty good, actually. This one's quite nice. But yeah, this doesn't look too natural. I don't exactly like it. This does look pretty good though. And some people would consider this to be sort of a double joint thing. I mean, yeah, in some angles it looks okay, but I wouldn't consider it that. Speaking of articulation, may as well go through it. The head just swivels. The arms, full 360. They're on a pretty big ball joint, so it's quite good. So they can go in and out. Not as much as I would like, maybe just due to this little extra bit. But that's part of the design of the figure. It's not like an actual flaw in terms of the factory making or anything. So it's not too big of a deal. So this is also on a ball joint, so it can sort of swivel and turn and twist. And unlike that Galvatron, he can actually move his arm to the side, like this. So he can, at long last, do those iconic shooting poses that everyone knows Cyclonus does. Everyone knows he points his gun like this in secret because he wants to be gangsta. Being gangsta is cool. And, as I mentioned, oh yeah, by the way, maybe, no, just 90 degrees. And the arm, or the, the hand goes up and down. And now there's this extra little bit of articulation here at the waist, which, honestly, I don't think is needed. It's not needed for transformation or anything, so, I mean, I feel spoiled when I complain about this, but why have it? Just because of the fact that it breaks up this really nice paint here on the sort of waist belt section, and it doesn't look great when I move the waist, so I kind of would not use it that much, unless I really, really wanted to. But it is a nice thought, and it is a good effort that they put in there, so I mean, I can't really complain. Anyway, the legs are quite good. These are actually really good and solid legs. Like, look at the thickness of the plastic. That is really good stuff. Man, sometimes not even Hasbro puts this much effort nowadays. Oh, Cyberverse. Oh, well. Go back and forth that far, and it does have a good spread as far as I know. Yeah, pretty much a full split. Oh, pretty good stuff. And as you can see, thigh swivel, and a good part, a good bit over the 90 degree for all your beautiful fancy poses. And the knee pads can accommodate it to look a little more natural, which is quite nice. Toes don't really move up, just down. So, yeah, he is not too bad. Alright, sorry. And just for a quick size comparison, Shockwave is back. There you go. So this is, yeah, it's the disparity in the size is kind of weird. You know, let's just bring in Raphael as well. So there you go. There is the motley crew. No, not that band. Just these guys. So, yeah, I mean, this is a really good figure. I do quite like him. But, I mean, in terms of just aesthetics, he's not gonna be quite as good as the figure I'm gonna review soon. You'll know it's Megatron. It's Megatron. Oh well. Now, sorry, one more thing I was gonna mention. Yes, so why the time in between videos? You know, the updates that I'd been having. And the reason why is just because of the moving stuff, honestly, and just figuring out school and things. I don't know. I don't want to sound like one of those incredibly personal bloggers or vloggers or whatever. I don't know. Just I'm worried of everything that I do. It's gonna be criticized. Oh well, whatever. I'm not gonna delve into it. So yeah, this was Mech Fans Toys Cycolanus, or at least his beautiful KO version. And yeah, this was a pretty good victory. I even hate my sign off. Oh, God, this sucks. Guys, give me suggestions for a good sign off, because this one sucks. Alright, bye.